I'll do a quick tutorial video just to show you all actually how to place a trade. You know, some of you guys might be just doing it directly on your exchange, but personally I really prefer the interface of 3commas. It's really easy to monitor your trades, set up your take profits and stop losses. They've got trailing stop loss, trailing take profit, trailing buy, all sorts of cool features. Now the best part is 3commas is actually free. You can sign up for subscriptions, which will allow you to do more than one trade at once, or you can use multiple bots and all that sort of stuff. But if you're only looking to use one bot, or maybe just do one trade at a time, then you're perfectly fine with the free one. Okay, so basically 3commas will connect to your exchange via an API, which you can set up when you first register. You can use, there's a whole bunch. If you go to my exchanges, it gives you a list here of all the ones. It shows you the volume and all that sort of stuff. Binance is the best in terms of volume and trading pairs, but obviously geographical restrictions might stop you from using Binance, so you can have a look through this list. And if there's anything that's on there that you use, then by all means set it up. Now, once you've actually got it set up to trade, you're going to go to Smart Trade, okay? So we've got a few options here. First of all, what you're going to do here is choose the market. Now, the market basically means what coin are you using to buy the coin that you want to get. So, are you going to use Bitcoin, or are you going to use USDT, or whatever it is? Okay, so just for the sake of this demonstration, we're going to use USDT. All right, now let's just say we wanted to buy Bitcoin. So up here you can pick the coin pair that you want to buy. Right, so if you can't see it there, you can just type it. So if you wanted XRP, you could type that, or BTC, whatever you want. And what we're going to do here is we're going to go to Smart Trade. Okay, so up here we got Smart Trade. All right, so we've got limit buy. So limit buy is basically, for those of you who don't know, you can set the price that you want to buy it. So if you say, right, I want to buy Bitcoin when it gets to 40,000, you can type 40,000 on there and it'll buy it 40,000. Market order is you'll buy whatever the price is right now. And conditional is basically when you're doing trailing buy and that kind of thing. So what trailing buy means is, like, if I decided to buy it right now, but I had trailing buy switched on, as soon as I press create trade, trailing buy will be activated, right? So let's just say the price keeps dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping, and then it goes up 1%. That's when it'll buy. Or you can change this to 0.5% or whatever you want. But that's how much buffer it'll give you before it buys. Now, it just basically means that it stops you from just buying into like a market that's crashing. It'll wait till it shows some sign of a bottom before it buys. Personally, I don't actually use this, but if you want to, you can. Now over here we've got the amount that you're going to use. So you could do 5% of your account, 10% of your account, 25, so on. Or you can just type in a figure yourself. So if you said, right, I'm going to buy $500 worth, 5,000, you just type in 500. Now, and here you've got your take profit or stop loss. So you could say, okay, take profit target is, you might have a figure in mind. So you're just going to say, all right, I want to take profit $40,000. That'll tell you how much percentage that is profit. Okay. And you could say, right, my stop loss is going to be $35,000, right? So that'll do that for you there. Now, you can split your take profit targets. So if you wanted to say, all right, I want to sell 25% of my holdings when it gets to 13%, okay? So you would add that target. And then let's just say, right, I want to sell the other 75% when it gets to 19% profit, right? Just go add take profit target. Now, you can activate trailing take profit as well. Now, what that means is, let's say we've got the deviation at -1. So once it hits your take profit target, say your take profit target was 3%, it hits 3%, but let's just say it keeps going up and it keeps going up, then it will stay in the trade until it drops -1 by the deviation you've set, and then it will sell. So it allows you to catch those big moves if there's ever a pump. However, what can happen is, if it hits 3% and then just straight away drops 1%, then you'll only get 2% profit. So you have to kind of weigh up with how many times you make more money by doing this than the amount of times that you don't. Personally, I think it's a good feature, but it's each to their own. What I would say is, try to have the trailing take profit run about 25% of what your take profit is. Now, what I mean by that is, if your take profit was 4%, your trailing deviation would be 1%. Or if it was 10%, it would be 2.5%, that kind of thing. just because it gives it enough room to breathe, right? You wouldn't have like a take profit of 1% and a deviation of 0.1 because that can easily just get stopped like that. So you want to give it a bit of room to breathe. I'm just going to cancel these take profit targets just now and just go for the normal one just now. Okay. Now you've got stop loss timeout here. Now what that means is, as you've all probably seen, crypto's renowned for these ridiculous wicks that could hit your stop loss and then just fuck you and you're out the trade straight away. Now stop loss timeout, what this means is it has to stay at your stop loss area for a certain amount of time. Now this is measured in seconds, okay? So it basically means that if you're in a trade on Bitcoin and it wicked all the way down but then wicked back up again, you wouldn't get stopped out. It's only if it comes all the way down and stays there for this amount of time. Now you can change this to 10 seconds, 20, 30, whatever you want. So that'll stop you from getting wicked out. Now trailing stop loss basically means the I can't speak. The stop loss will stay the same distance away from the take profit. So let's say I had a stop loss of -2, right? The stop loss will always remain 2% away from the price. Okay, so let's just say you went into 10% profit. Your stop loss would then be 8% profit. If you go into 12% profit, your stop loss would be 10% profit, and so on. It always remains 2% away from the price. So it's just a good way to protect your profits. There's nothing worse than if you go into a 10% profit, but you're not watching the trade, and then it just misses your target, crashes down, and you end up getting stopped out. So this way, you're always protecting your profits. Okay. Now I'm going to quickly put this split target thing back on a minute, just to show you a demonstration. So let's do it there. So show the rest. Just do that there. That's fine. Right, so over here we have this thing called move to break even, okay? Now what that basically means is if I switch that on, see when it hits the first profit target, it will move the stop loss to a break even point so that if it doesn't hit your second profit target, it will still stop you out at break even. So you'll still have secured the profits from the first part of the trade, but it just means that the second part won't cause you a loss if it gets stopped out. So yeah, it's a really cool feature to have. Now, let's just see the way we've got this trade set up. So I'm going to buy $500 worth of Bitcoin. I've set my 2 profit targets. I've set my stop loss. I've got all that done. I'm just going to click create trade. Let's click on confirm. Right, and then you're going to see your trade here. Okay, so you can see, right, so we've got TSL down here, trailing stop loss. So that basically means when the red bar goes to the left, it will hit stop loss. We've got take profit target 1 here in the green, and then we've got trailing take profit on the last one, which is here. And then you can see in real time how much your trade's in and all that sort of stuff. You can place little notes on your trade. So you might, like, if you're keeping a trading diary, you can write exactly what you were looking at on the chart when you took this trade. So you can look back at it and you think, why the fuck did I take that trade? You'll be like, oh yeah, because this happened, this happened, this happened. And you'll be able to see all that in your trading history. So it's a good way for keeping a sort of diary of your trades, which I do highly recommend. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You can actually edit trades mid-trade. So sometimes when I enter a trade, I won't maybe set a profit target straight away. I just know that it looks like it's about to go up, but I'm willing to watch the chart and write it out. So what I can do is, if I decided to get a profit target mid-trade, I can go to edit. Now, this can be quite slow. Now, this has nothing to do with 3commas. It's because of Binance and their shitty API. Right, so yeah, I can change the profit targets and the stop losses and all that sort of stuff in here if I want to mid-trade, okay? Yeah, and you can close the trade there at market price if you want. You can take funds out, you can add extra funds in, all that sort of stuff. But it's a really, really smooth interface. I find it's much smoother than Binance. Or any other one for that matter. Now, if you do want as well, you can switch on Trading View up here, so you can actually see a chart in real time. The problem is that it shows you where your profit targets and stop loss are, but unfortunately you can't use custom indicators with it, which is a bit of a pain. So if you like your custom stuff like the sniper stuff and all that, then I don't really use this, so I just sort of switch it off. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. It's a nice little easy interface to use, but of course if anybody gets stuck, drop us a message, we'll be happy to help you out.